Hello, good afternoon, everyone. We're back for some more KFL action, and we have exciting matchup for this afternoon. Got a lot of fish on the board already. 102.75 for Baystate and 66.25 for Pennsylvania Bronzebacks. So we are going to see if we can get some anglers on. We did have some exciting matchups throughout the day too. Let me see. Just finding the roster here so I can add these people. So how's everybody doing tonight? Or this afternoon, I guess. It's still early. Seems late. Fantastic, Ryan. I'm glad. I'm doing pretty good myself. Let me get in here. I think there's some in there that have the link. Let's go over the leaderboard from this afternoon for anybody that missed it. Do I have it up? I don't have it up. Okay. Getting ready to hit the water soon. Awesome. Me too. Okay, we can share this. Okay, so this morning we had some matchups. We had the Rhode Island Rebels and the Massachusetts Maulers. This was a very tight matchup. It was fun to watch. Massachusetts won by 1 1/4 inches. Motor City Ambassadors 173, Washington Warhawks 158 1/4. Tar Heel Lunkers 166 1/4. Carolina Casters 95 3/4. Lone Star Bandits, Jim Louvier was putting on a show pretty much all by himself. Got 192.25. I think Marcus had one fish in there, but that's, you know. And then Arkansas Hogs, they were able to battle it out, but they only got us 177.25. And then the Hammers came back at the end and beat Florida Copperheads 180.5 to 159.75. The Rough Riders were able to put a couple more fish on the board and finished off with 60 3/4. And Louisiana Hurricanes 29.5. Right now we have the Baystate Attack 102.75. We got 1, 2, 3, 6 fish. And Pennsylvania Bronzebacks have 4 fish with 66 1/4. So my camera isn't working. There it goes. Okay. Cornbread is crying right now. All right, Ryan. Toby says, "Go Rebels." Hopefully we can get some guys on here. Let me sorry, we'll get it going soon. Trying to find these guys on Facebook. I'm not friends with some of them. Let's see. Looks like I don't know if that I'm friends with any of these guys. I'm looking. Okay, so the KFL and the KBB2 qualifier was today also, and so I broadcasted that this morning. Hopefully we can get some of these guys on. I know they were on at the end of the other broadcast. Did y'all like the live stream? I was able to watch the whole thing. Just checking on my guys. They're still making their way off the water. Yes, Ryan, it was very awesome. I loved it. I like watching it on the TV, and I usually share my screen with the TV when they're doing any other broadcasts that I'm not a part of. But it's so much easier to just be able to go to the app and pop it up. They did a great job broadcasting today. I know the cutoff time to submit fish for the Central guys is coming up here in 3 minutes. So I think everybody's got all their fish submitted, but you never know. Keep switching back to see if anything's going on this on the leaderboard. We'll pull up the whole leaderboard and show all the individual anglers. That was amazing too. A lot of people caught a lot of fish. So we had Jim first place so far with the biggest bag at 192 and a quarter. He's way in the lead. Greg, I'm not even going to try to say that name, 157 and a half. Coley McGowan at 136 and a quarter. Joseph at 122.25. Derek Brundle at 113.25. Matthew Conant at 109.25. Corey Hopper at 106.25. Look at all these guys in the hundreds just by themselves. Ken Wood at 106 and Adam Petrone at 102 3/4. And that rounds out the top ones with 100, and then Conrad Benetti rounds out the top 10 with 91 inches. Man, there were a lot of fish caught today. So far, we have 188 submissions. Let's see. Stop sharing this. Okay, so I don't have anybody coming on. I'm not sure if they don't have service or can't get the link because I'm not able to send it to them. So hopefully somebody is able to. Yeah. Okay, looks like somebody's gonna try to start sending it out. Hopefully we can get some anglers on here and see what they're doing on the water. We were able to see quite a few anglers on the live feed, and that was awesome too. You don't get to see that every day. All right, just hang with me, guys, for a little bit while we get these invites sent out, and hopefully we can get some guys on here real quick. So Baystate's smallest fish is 16 1/4, and their biggest fish is 19. We got Pennsylvania has the smallest fish at 15 1/2, and the biggest fish at 17.75. We got Adam here. Let me just get Adam on. Hello, Adam. How are you?
How's it going?
It's going good. I was glad to finally get somebody on here. It took me a while to get some invites out.
How's everybody else doing?
Doing good. And who do you fish with?
Baystate Attack now.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I know you switched. So y'all have a 102.75, and Pennsylvania has 66 1/4. So,
okay.
Still got a lot of time. Is it hot out there?
No, it's probably 70 degrees.
A lot cooler than it is in Louisiana, huh?
That's a completely different fishery. Smallmouth. So, I'm having fun though. I'm good with
Well, that's,
102 inches. It's pretty good for me on a river I've never been on.
yeah. Me and Scott were talking about your kayak earlier, and we had to go look to see what you had. We thought you had a native. Do you have a riser on that seat?
I do 4-inch riser.
Oh, awesome. Okay. You need to get that. We both
Yeah, it
have.
makes a big difference. Easier to stand up, easier to get down.
Oh, yeah. Easier on the knees.
So, but yeah, we're on the Susquehanna. We're doing about a 10-mile float. We split our teams 2 directions, cover about 20 miles of water.
Oh, wow. That's smart.
So now we're just kind of making a run to get a little closer to the trucks because we got a long ways to go.
Wow.
But we're finally getting in the area where we're going to start fishing here again. The bite's been good, at least for me.
Well, that's good.
First time smallmouth in 10 years. So I'm having a blast. Every time I catch one, I'm like a little kid.
Yeah. I need to get on a lake that has some. I want to go catch some. I've never caught any.
You want to catch them? Susquehanna River. It's out of control here. Plus, look, I mean, you can't really see the scenery, but it's gorgeous.
Well, from what I can see, yes, it's absolutely gorgeous. Let me see.
How many teams are still fishing? Just a couple, right?
It's just y'all. I know the Rough Riders were supposed to fish in the afternoon, but Louisiana wanted to switch it to the morning, which was a smart idea because it is hot, hot, hot right now.
Yeah. What lake were they on?
They were on Canyon Lake. It's a fun lake to fish, let me tell you. Don't ever go there.
What is going on, everybody? Mr. Patron,
Up,
it's game
Greg?
time, brother. What's going on, man?
Oh, not much. Doing a little smallmouthing.
How long has it been since you've done a little smallmouth fishing, bro?
10 years. Well, all smallmouth fishing, probably 20 years. But
Wow.
last one I remember, I caught on somewhere in Utah. I don't remember.
Wow. Lisa, have you ever gone smallmouth fishing?
I have not, but I definitely want to.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. It's my favorite bass to catch. Faux show, man. I am just still recovering from an amazing opening week for the KFL. I don't know about you, man, but I'm emotionally drained, man. Those games were insane. I'm trying to get some of your other anglers on for sure. Baystate Attack. Let's see here. Getting up on the leaderboard.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to watch today.
Oh, for sure. Adam Patron, man. The Baystate Attack is coming to Pennsylvania and taking care of business.
Oh.
For sure. Let's share that screen. Let's see. Coming in for. There we go. 102.75. Man, what awesome. 102.75. Man, that's a heck of a score. Going to Pennsylvania and taking out those hammers on the river. It's awesome, man.
Oh, missed him.
Adam, what you got going on, man? What bait? Well, you don't have to give up the juice if you don't want to.
I'm being jig master today.
Oh, you really? No kidding.
Yeah.
Looks beautiful out there, man.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I can stay here forever.
Oh, gosh. Great jersey, dude. Strong jersey.
What is going on?
You're going to get one here soon enough.
Adam Patron with his Adam Patrone with his one-handed hook set,
Right?
the patented one-handed hook set. Man, let me. It's okay. We'll go over the leaderboard this morning, man, and see some of these scores. I mean, it was packed action, man. It was packed action here. Man, I couldn't have been any happier what happened this morning. Mass Ballers, what a matchup. I mean, let me tell you what happened. Chris Catucci from the Rhode Island Rebels caught a 20-inch bass, lost it, and then caught a 19 right behind it.
They're in here.
Snapped his picture. Yeah. Snapped his picture with 1:00.43, 43 seconds after 1 o'clock, and the fish does not count. Unbelievable. And that would have actually created a victory for Rhode Island. And, man, it's a hard way to take it, man. But, man, that was a nail-biter. That was so fun to watch. Motor City Ambassadors, 173. Defeats the Washington Warhawks, 158.25. West Virginia Appalachian Anglers actually win. Indianapolis Knights decided not to compete due to water conditions. 78.25 inches is what they caught.
If you want to jump on, they're on.
And they wound up doing 78 inches, and then Tar Heel Lunkers 166.25 to 95 beats Carolina Casters. Loans, I understand, by the way, Carolina Casters caught a ton of fish. Unfortunately, with KFL, we have not unfortunately, but it's a 14-inch minimum. They caught a bunch of 13s. Those do not count. Lone Star Bandits 192.25 over Arkansas Hogs and 177.25. Alabama Hammers take out the Florida Copperheads. Florida Copperheads were actually winning all day long. Alabama Hammers got into a mess of fish in the late go and put up 180.5 inches and beats Florida. And then your Southeast Texas Rough Riders, Lisa, defeats Louisiana 60-29. Wow, what happened there?
It's a tough lake. I mean, that lake was chosen before I became part of it, and I would have never picked that lake. That's the biggest reason I'm not fishing it today, because it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lake. But it is very, very hard to fish, very deep, very clear, and very big. And a lot of boats, especially now, it's a very big party lake. So there's always boats and all kind of activity going on there.
Right.
I was in contact with the guys, even Matt for Louisiana, that was fishing it, because I wanted to keep an eye on him, make sure he was doing okay since he was by himself. So I kept in contact with him all day, and they caught fish. They caught tons of fish, but they just were not big enough.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. I mean, you know, it looks like both guys struggled. Actually, I heard two of the anglers from Louisiana didn't even compete because of an actually emergency that happened last night. That's terrible. One of the guys, Brad Kennan, had to go to the hospital. John Mooney was with him. None of those guys competed, and it was just one angler versus the team. And man, what a tough way to go.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that we couldn't get a full matchup, but safety first. I'm glad
safety
Brad is okay.
First.
And I made sure I reached out to him, and he's doing great. Definitely disappointed. So
for sure. We've got Nick Audi from the Pennsylvania Bronzebacks. Welcome back, man, to the broadcast, brother. We are live all the way through, man. What is going on, buddy?
It's going. Fishing's kind of slow right now. Just trying to figure out. Got to make a move somewhere. It's a struggle out here right now.
Wow, Nick, you had some concerns about this river, man. Just it's has been shown this year as the famed Susquehanna.
Yeah, it's probably in that post-spawn funk right now. The water level came up, but we're in one of those weird transition periods where when the water level comes up and then it starts to fall, it might pull the fish off the bank a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
If it were rapidly rising, I think the fish would be pushing more towards the bank. But it's
for sure.
It's in a little bit of a funk right now. So that's part of fishing. It's a puzzle that you have to try to figure out, and I'm looking forward to the challenge the rest of the day.
Well, the good news is, I mean, the lead is not out of the reach yet. I mean, it's 102 to 66. I mean, a couple, you know how big these Bronzebacks can get into your area.
Yeah,
But I mean, Baystate attack. Couple nice fish on the board. Is that something that's expected? That you guys expected to happen, or I mean, you guys knew what you're getting yourself into?
was that for me, Greg?
Yeah, that was for you, man.
Okay, what'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
Are you a little surprised that Baystate's coming into Pennsylvania, putting those kind of numbers up this quick?
No, they're in the river. Those guys know how to fish. It's just a matter of we have to figure them out too. I knew both teams were going to catch fish. I just think that I think the bite should heat up more as the afternoon goes on, and towards the evening there, probably start to get on a little top water here soon.
Right.
I'm just crossing over to the to where the North Branch side is dumping in, and I can see the change in the water clarity is crazy. It's chocolate milk on this side.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, a lot of rain came from the north. Nick and Mike Elric, welcome to the broadcast, brother. I don't know if you can hear me, Mr. Elric.
Can you hear him?
Yeah, I sure can. Welcome to the broadcast, my friend. You're there. Well, we can see him.
Why is my volume not working?
It's working.
It's working.
Is it?
Yep, it's working.
Can't hear him.
That's okay.
Which right? Lisa.
Well, he's probably got to. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna remove him. He's probably got to come back in. I'll kick him out, and then he'll come back in. But yeah, Nick. I mean, there's a lot of rain that came in from the north, man. I was looking at the Maulers game, and man, they were just getting dumped on with rain early this morning, man, and all that. Runoff comes right down south.
Right. Yeah, we got a little lucky. We got a break in the rain today, but we had rain the last week, and it's the river's definitely up. This is some of the highest I've seen here. It's definitely up there.
Mm-hmm.
And the water clarity change, like I was saying earlier, is insane from one side of the river to the other. The mud line is really pronounced.
Nick, those of you not familiar with the Susquehanna River, I mean, that is a large, wide river. It's a huge river.
Yeah, there's two rivers actually that dump into the Susquehanna. They're both the West Branch and the North Branch of the Susquehanna, and they're big rivers in their own right. I live on the North Branch up near Scranton, and that comes in, and then the West Branch joins it to form here. And in some spots, this place gets a mile and a half wide.
Right. I was talking to your partner in crime, Ryan Matalivich, after the broadcast was over, man. And he was like, man, I'm at a wedding, but dude, I want to get out there so bad, man. He goes, the broadcast got him jacked up, man. Nick, were you able to watch a little bit of the broadcast this morning or today?
I did. I was watching this morning. It looked.
Yeah, I had about
great.
5 or 6 bites off this rod.
Yeah, and I was watching that Maulers game this morning. What a matchup that was. That was crazy.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
So Chris caught a 20-incher, lost the 20-incher with seconds to go, then threw back, caught a 19, and then took a picture with 43 seconds after the time ended. And
I didn't see any of that.
Could not take the picture. Yeah, could not accept it. He caught a picture. He caught a bass and snapped the picture at 1:00.43. And they would have won.
So that's
rough.
insane. Talk about drama for the first game.
I can't. I mean, look. You know, and you know what? Kudos to John DeCenzo and the Rhode Island Rebels for first approaching us with the rule, and then we ruled. And then they accepted and graciously accepted it, man. You couldn't ask for anything better. And, man, I tell you what, if you guys don't know who the Rhode Island Rebels are, you do now.
Oh, they looked formidable today for sure.
My goodness. How
about that lake that the Maulers on? They put up some numbers there.
Yes, they did. 186 and 187. I mean, it was crazy. That if that didn't showcase what Northeast fishing was all about, I don't know what to say.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was incredible. 20s and 19s and 18s coming out of the yin-yang, man. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to get some of your folks on, man. We need to get some of your anglers.
Yeah, I sent the link to them. Let me back out of here and go into the group chat and make
Awesome.
sure they get the link back.
Yeah,
So,
let's get these full bro,
right.
as well as the
That's right.
Baystate attack as well.
Sure. All right. We'll catch up with you in a bit.
Sounds good. All right, we get some of these anglers on. Man, I just love their jerseys, man. Baystate Attack's jerseys are just smoking, man. I love it.
The
Solid.
gym he put on by himself today.
Jim
was
Livier,
amazing. Yes.
192 by himself.
Yeah, that was incredible.
You know, a name that we didn't really have a chance to talk to today, it's because he had phone issues, but you know what? I'm going to have to give him his due. Even though that they lost, but Conrad Benetti, coming out of Florida, not pre-fishing whatsoever, and what he did for his team in Florida, Conrad Benetti actually put up 91 inches for his team. That's not too bad. You know what I mean? You know, say what you want, man. I mean, you know, it wasn't a losing effort, but I'll tip my cap to that. You know what I mean? But you know who's beating him? This guy right here, Adam Patrone. He's got 101 inches for his team already. And
Wow.
again, you pre-fished one day yesterday. Really just got on the team this week. You know, as a roster move, late roster move, and already showing his worth for the Baystate attack.
It's incredible.
This guy's a machine. That river flow looks amazing, Adam.
Yeah, no, it's flowing pretty good.
Are you able to use your trolling motor and everything? Is it that deep that you can use your trolling motor?
Yeah, I'm using my XI3, but I got my boat's still broken from Reelfoot.
Oh my
so
gosh!
I gotta limp it pretty good.
Wow. Well, I know about broken boats, brother. Oh, yeah, I know all about broken boats.
I saw that.
When are you gonna get yours?
Next weekend.
Okay.
Next
awesome.
weekend. I'm going to get so much fatter because I'm not pedaling. I'm used to pedaling 10 miles and everything else. It's I'm going to get so much fatter for sure. You know what I mean?
You'll never go back.
That's what I hear.
He wants a motor and an XI motor guide, and I was like, yeah, but then we're not going to pedal anymore, and we're going to get fat and lazy.
Exactly. But it's going to be fun. For sure.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, up around, it looks good.
Is that your guys over there?
What's that?
Is that your guys you're talking to?
Yeah, I'm fishing with Mike, and then the other two split off so we can cover, that 20 miles we wanted to cover.
Okay.
So we decided to pair up because there's a couple of spots that are a little iffy. I had to paddle and use my XI3 at the same time to get up a river yesterday.
Oh wow.
It was not entertaining.
Because of the current?
Because of the current, yeah. I went up river and then I went down river past my truck about a mile, and that was a mistake.
Oh wow.
Like a huge mistake.
Yeah, the lake I fished last weekend, I decided to bring my smaller kayak, and I paddled all day, and man, I was definitely sore.
For sure, man. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. When you got to do that, man. I made the big mistake one time of going down the Rappahannock River, kind of same water flow, and I was about 2-3 miles downriver from where our launch was, and I had to paddle all the way back against the current, and I'll never do that again. Never do that again. Big mistake.
Yeah, it was.
So we got two different styles here between Nick and Adam. I mean, Adam's throwing a bait caster, you know what I mean? And that's, and then you've got Nick with the little, they call the whole fairy wand, but I love spinning reels. I mean, you can do all sorts of stuff. Now he's got the bait caster, so.
Oh, yeah, just switched it up.
Just switched it up. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm used to throwing a nothing but a spinning rod during.
Any kind of tournament.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But the conditions seem right for power fishing. It's just trying to get them to go and figure out what they're doing here.
For sure. For sure.
Also, a pretty good chance I could hook into a muskie at any second where I'm at, too.
Oh, that would be awesome to see, man. That would be awesome to see. I was pre-fishing.
I'm gonna lose it. I've never caught one. That'll be fun.
Adam, how long did it take you to get down from where you live now?
About a 6-hour drive.
That's actually not too bad.
Where I've lived for 4 days.
Yeah. Oh, full day. I hear you, man. So I got to ask you, Adam. I mean, how was it presented to you to get on the Baystate attack, man? Coming from Louisiana, man. I mean, that's a pretty dramatic change, man.
Yeah, I mean, they talking to Mike about the fisheries. Most of them are largemouth fisheries, not smallmouth. So still in my comfort zone.
Well, by your performance today, I say any bass is your comfort zone, my friend.
Right?
Yeah, I'm having a fun day.
For sure.
If you can get right back into the right stuff, you can turn back on pretty quick again, but
Right.
tell you what, there's a lot of kayakers on the water just having fun though.
They're not allowed to have fun around you fishing.
They're actually on the other side of the river. I guess must be the float trail or whatever.
Oh, must be. Yep.
Hey,
We're
Greg, how
probably
about this?
4 miles into our 10-mile float.
Right. What'd you say, Nick?
No, I was saying, how about this? On my way up to the spot, I see a jet boat out there. They're anchored down. The two guys are on the front deck, just sleeping on the front deck. I'm like, well, that's not a good sign for the fishing that's going on out here.
That's not a good sign.
Not a great sign.
I had a buddy that called me right before we went on air, and he'll be named anonymous. Told me that he went to a fishing tournament this morning, and he literally started out fishing, and next thing you know, he woke up around 8:30 a.m. He fell asleep in his kayak on a grass mat, stuck on a grass mat, and he's like, "Where am I? Who am I? What happened to me?" He fell asleep fishing the morning bite.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Rough night. Oh my gosh! I'm like, dude, that's unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Crazy stuff, man.
So it's like 3:30 there, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right now it's 3:30.
For sure.
I always get thrown off with y'all's times because I'm central, so a lot of y'all are East Coast.
We have those of you joining us. We will have a wrap-up show, KFL tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, talking some of these anglers that performed, and just kind of getting an idea of what happened and recap some, going over the excitement that is week one of the KFL fishing or KFL, and man, I tell you, this has been amazing, man. Just an awesome day, man. An awesome day, and it's one thing to kind of put it into a vision, but then you get everybody together, and it's been a year of planning and trying to get everybody's on the same page and get all the teams signed up, and then have it to come down to what happened this morning and even now today to see this product on screen. And dude, it was on network TV and 35,000 people saw it at the same time. Is unbelievable. It's great.
That's amazing. Congrats, Greg. I know that's just awesome for you, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, us. It's not for us. It's not for me. It's us. It's all of
Right.
us, So it is. It's exciting. It really is.
I can't wait to get out and fish next weekend.
Me neither. After seeing these guys on the river, and then seeing Chris and Andy Schaefer on the river, I want to go there so bad. I'm just like, that's me, and that will be me this week. So can't wait.
Where are y'all fishing next week?
West Virginia. Yep, we're going to West Virginia. So we take our L today, and we're 0-1 on the road. So it's gonna be tough. But we'll see what happens.
We go against old Jim and the Bandits.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're going to Fairfield, so.
Oh. That's going to be tough, man. I mean, Jim and Derek, man, that's going to be a tough one. For sure. But you know what? I have to give Arkansas some props. Arkansas hung in there with them today. I mean, they just ran into a buzzsaw. Jim found an enormous amount of great fish, but Arkansas showed up. They did. So kudos to them.
Nick, we were talking about your line earlier. What kind of line is that?
My line?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Max Quattro, Power Pro Max Quattro, and a high vis yellow.
Awesome.
What's your reason for going high vis yellow?
I like it for when I can't necessarily feel a bite, especially when I'm smallmouth fishing, when sometimes they'll pick it up a little bit lightly if I'm throwing a finesse bait. You could see your line a lot easier when it's swimming off. If it's either swimming off, or you could see like a tick in the line if you get a bite, a lot easier with the high vis yellow. Like especially drop shots and like finesse rig applications, Sinkos, where you're fishing semi-slack line sometimes. It definitely helps detect bites a little bit more.
Right on. All right.
Yeah, I usually use moss green, and for the most part I can see it, but a lot of times, depending on the sun and the angle, it definitely gets hard to see.
Right. Yeah. And on all of my bait casting setups, I'm using moss green as well. It's just on my spinning setups that I use the high vis yellow.
Yep.
Is that braid?
Yeah, it's braid. It's a 20 pound Max Quattro.
Greg says, yeah, high vis is the deal.
Have to check it out.
What a matchup he had, man. Greg, we hope to get you guys on later tonight, man. Man, what a matchup that was for you guys. Cannot wait to talk to you guys. I mean, I don't know if you saw the very end of that matchup, the last 10 minutes of the Mass Maulers Rebels matchup, but Greg was hauling butt to a dock. They were trying to fish. A dog was barking at him. The first cast, he had a bass on. He got off. And he's just throwing it. He knew that there was an 18.5 or 19 underneath that dock. And, man, it was insane. Was Greg Crass going to catch that bass to do it? It wasn't Greg that did it. It was Chris Catucci that actually could have won it for his team at the very end. I mean, the bell. It was, I mean, guys, I'll never forget that matchup ever. I mean, seriously. I mean, it's not just fishing, guys. This was sport. You know what I mean? Like, it was sport. It was like, oh my gosh. It was crazy. Like, basically, Chris hit a 3-pointer, but the ball didn't leave his hand with 0.43 seconds left or something. I mean, it was insane. Oh my gosh, it was awesome, man. I mean, like everything you want, the drama, you know, and that's a built-in rivalry. I mean, like that will be forever stitched as a rival, just from that game, and they'll remember that all together, man. I mean, that is something that, you know, it's just they'll always share that bond. It was amazing.
I can see where we need to be down there.
Can't wait to talk to these guys tonight about that.
My motor almost fell in the water again.
Oh. Adam has got his kayak rigged with Band-Aids and rope and all sorts of stuff. Duct tape, that works. I know all about that, man. Trust me. You should see what I had to do to my drive to get in.
That bridge? with the pile up. Yeah, I know not to go past that. Yep.
Oh, y'all
Let's
have
just make a run.
boundaries.
Yeah, we have boundaries
What's
set.
that?
The boundaries are from the Sunbury Dam all the way down to the 83 Bridge in Harrisburg. So it's a good
That's a
good
huge stretch.
Yeah, it's a good stretch of river.
I know that bridge very well.
Yeah.
We're at a foot. It's only a foot deep, so watch out. Did you jump back on yet? I don't think your mic working.
I'm just reading some comments here from the group chat here. We have some footage of Chris missing his 20, jumping off, and the 19 submitted with 43 seconds too late. He's sending it over, but we might have to edit a couple F-bombs out of it. I love it. Well, we could do the editing. You know what I mean? It's like the old, the Christmas story. Oh, fudge. I can imagine, man. I can imagine. Chris ain't afraid to let him drop, man. But man, it means something. You know what I mean? I can't. We got to definitely get Chris Catucci on the air tonight and have him tell this story. Man. I can't wait. I can't wait. He was having phone troubles, man. Trying to get him on live, man. You could see he was trying to get on live, but man, the service out there was back and forth, man. But it was good.
Nope. I'm up in a tree.
That means you're not. Hey, listen. If you throw your bait in a tree, that means if you're not throwing it in a tree, you're not trying, man. You know.
Right.
It's a little too high in the tree. Uh-oh, this is gonna hurt. Got it.
Nice.
I've hooked reeds before and didn't even notice. It spooled my whole reel, and I didn't know until my line popped. And it was really, really loud, and I was not happy about it.
My dog decides that he wants to talk now.
Yeah, I came out in the game room so my dogs would not be loud and crazy.
I'm sure picking this backlash out is great television right now.
Yeah, it's real.
Can you hear me on here, Greg?
We sure can, man.
All right.
Lisa, I'm gonna leave it to you. Looks like the boys just got back here from Michigan, so I'm gonna talk to these guys real quick. Yeah, is it the only Greg? Greg, is it the only dog barking today? That was quite a bark. That dog was ridiculous. That dog was Zool from Ghostbusters, man. That dog was like, my name is Zool. That's what he was telling Greg Crass at that dock, man. I was like, daggone, that thing's a beast.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have let him keep that fish, even if he would have caught it.
Yeah, we jumped in and chopped that thing in half, man. It had nothing but the head. Thing was the devil, man.
Oh, yeah. He was guarding it like some people do their docks.
Yeah, no, exactly. All right, I'm going to leave you to it.
Okay. All right. Lost Adam again. He must be in a bad service area.
Yeah, there's some spots that are not the best service, but for the most part, the river has pretty good service. It's hit or miss. I got these power lines overhead, and I could literally hear them like the electricity surging through them. Yeah.
Yeah. I like to fish the power lines. I don't know. In my mind, I feel that there's fish there.
Yeah.
Because of the electricity, and yeah, you can hear them buzzing a lot.
Right. Yeah, I was here during the KBF tournament last year, and at the same spot, and it was thundering and lightning that day, and it was not the most reassuring thing to hear those power lines above me.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brian Wood, I'm guessing Ken Wood is your brother. He has 123 and a half inches. For the day.
What's that for 5 or 6?
Well, no, he has.
I mean 6 or 7 fish. Yeah,
7
not
fish.
not 5, 6 or 7.
Yeah, 7 fish. Still not great on knowing who fishes with who.
Yeah, he's on. I know Kenwood's on the Maulers.
On the Maulers?
Yeah.
So yeah, he put up some fish. Mick Wood. Huh.
Oh, what does Mick Wood have? Right, he's with me. He's on my team.
Oh, is he? Let me look.
He's on the Bronzebacks.
Yeah, he got 17 3/4 inch.
Oh, okay.
Fish right now. He looks like he just submitted it because it hasn't been accepted yet.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, y'all have 118 and a half inches right now. I mean, Baystate has 118 and a half inches. And Pennsylvania has 82 1/4.
Okay. So we have some work to do still.
Yeah. Baystate has 7 fish and y'all have 5. So
Oh,
definitely can make up that ground pretty quickly. Let's see. I think we got. Hey Chris, sorry I didn't see you down there. You were at the bottom of my screen.
It's all good.
Welcome to the show. How's your day going so far?
It is slow, to say the least.
Slow?
Yeah.
Well, it can't get any slower then, right? It can only pick up.
I don't know. I've caught a bunch of fish. They've all been that. Oh, I got one. A small. Well, at least some fireworks, right? He's real tiny though. This is what we're after, just 14 inches, not 8.
Well, he
That's
threw it away before I could.
Oh, I'm in 1.9 feet. That's not great.
Better pull that motor, Nick. Yeah, it's just been slow. It's been a lot of shorts just like that.
Yeah.
And I've been throwing everything to try and get a bigger bite. I just can't seem to locate bigger fish. And this spot's a big fish area. It's just some of the water height and the clarity is kind of putting a wrench in that plan. Stuff that normally works when it's clear water isn't gonna cut it right now. So I'm just trying to slow down a little bit and really pick out areas that are sticking out compared to everywhere else. You know, finding the emergent grass, things like that, laydowns. There's just few and far between here than what I'm used to with the clear water. So it's definitely making for a challenging situation, but you know, it's part of the game, right?
Right? Yeah, that's the point. It's definitely been an exciting day today.
Yeah, hearing how some of those other games ended was makes me excited about the rest of the season. I know the Maulers and the Rebels game came down to the last second, so
Right. It was
just to see the
crazy.
result of that. I mean, as much as I'm part of a team, I'm a huge fan of this too. So,
Oh yeah.
it's a really interesting concept, and I'm really excited to be a part of it and watch this thing kind of evolve and take its own.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I mean, I think it will take off and be amazing, just like all the other sports are out there. I don't know. Maybe not everybody's as excited about fishing as we are, but
Well, that's our job, to get them exciting.
right.
Catching a little 8-inch fish on stream isn't going to cut it, so I better get on it.
Yeah, so pull up that 20.
Oh, I just missed one. I think it's starting to come alive.
Yeah.
At least where I'm at. That's about the third bite I've had in the last 15 minutes. So compared to the rest of the day, that's fast.
Adam, hopefully we can get a couple of your guys on too.
Yeah, they're working on it.
Okay.
I know Mike sent them the link. Mike's on.
Okay.
Is Mike not on, or is he on?
No, he's not on.
All right, when he gets closer, I'll tell him to reboot his thing.
Okay. Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about today was I wasn't fishing, but I'll have my time. So
Who ended up winning against the Hurricane? You got beat him?
yeah, Rough Riders
Okay.
did win. You know, everybody. Matt just sent me. He's on Louisiana and he was fishing. He did catch some fish, but not big enough to submit. But he did catch some smallie, so that's good.
Who was fishing for him today?
Just him by himself. There was an emergency overnight, so Brad and John ended up having to go back. So Matt Frentress was fishing by himself.
That sucks. I hope everyone's good.
Oh yeah, they're good. Just unfortunate, some things happen and can't plan for them. So. I was broadcasting for KBBT for the qualifiers this morning, and Christine Fisher had a 5-fish limit. I know she was beating who she was going against. I can't remember who it was now. There's been so many anglers in and out. But she was beating, but only by very little. I think the standings are down now, though. Yes. You all have motors, huh?
Yeah. Well, I do. I don't know about anyone else.
Yeah,
No,
they
Chris
do.
does.
You all have spot lock?
Yeah, I do. I'm in the Old Town autopilot.
Ah, awesome.
You almost couldn't fish this river without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be pulling your anchor up and down all day.
That is the only reason I want to get a motor is because of the spot lock. I don't mind doing the
Completely
anchor.
changes the way you fish, dude. The motor does.
Yeah. I don't mind doing the anchor, but I have been too many times this year already where it was so much wind that the anchor wouldn't hold me. I don't know that the spot lock would have either, but it probably would have drained the battery pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spot lock on this gets pretty good battery life. I mean, most of the time, even in like a 2 mile an hour current, 2 to 3 mile an hour current, if you're just spot locked, it'll only be going on speed 3 or 4, and it'll last you all day.
It's the Minn Kota?
Yeah, it's the Minn Kota autopilot.
What about you, Chris? Are you fishing out at Old Town also?
No, I'm actually in a New Canoe Frontier 12, and I have a the Power Drive V2 with iPilot on the front.
Yeah, I have a smaller Old Town that's a paddle kayak, and I absolutely love it. It is the drainage on it is what sells me. It's amazing. I can have waves splashing over the front and not have to worry about water sitting in it.
Yeah, that double U-hole design, like the way they have it where it just spills right over the top, it makes it a great big water boat.
Oh yeah. And my native is not does not drain as quickly, but it is bigger and heavier and sturdier. So, and it's a pedal drive.
Yeah. Oh boy. We might be on them up here.
Yeah. I can see
You
where
see
Nick.
that, Chris?
Yeah, I know where you're. Just stay to the right of it. It gets pretty shallow quick.
Yeah, I see that. I've been back in there before. I don't know.
I'm just worried about your motor.
Yeah, there's no question I have to get back there, though. I might be paddling back there. Oh.
Are y'all expecting rain? It looks really cloudy.
No, it's actually clearing up a little bit since the last week. It's been raining pretty consistently, but today it started to clear up and the sun actually started to peek out a little bit there.
Where Adam's at, it doesn't look like it's that cloudy. But between you and Chris, it's pretty cloudy. Or
It
behind
comes
y'all.
and goes.
So, for everybody just tuning in, we have Baystate Attack has 118 and a half inches, and Pennsylvania Bronzebacks has 82 and a quarter. Hoping to add to that real soon. share the leaderboard real quick and let everybody see. Make sure that it's okay. So yeah, we have Baystate Attack up here at the top. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 fish, and then 5 fish for Pennsylvania. And if any of y'all missed the broadcast today, definitely go back and watch it. It was amazing.
Why are they so small? Why is it so small?
Oh, Adam's hooked up. Let's see if I can get you.
Yeah, that's not a small.
Oh, that's a good one. Adding them up, boys.
Oh, look at that.
Then my spot lock comes out. All right, pretty good one, but I gotta pop off to the picture.
Okay. Yeah, we'll let him take a picture. When he comes back, we'll put him back in. Okay, now it's y'all's turn.
I wish.
I just dropped one. He was a monster at about 6 inches.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was huge. Whole 6-inch smallmouth.
All I'm seeing are turtles. Not a great sign.
I'm guessing y'all have gators over there, huh?
Actually, they found 22 on the Susquehanna River this year already. Or I
What?
should Susquehanna River. They've found 22 in the state of Pennsylvania,
Okay.
but a handful on this river.
Y'all got about 2 hours left to fish.
2 or 3.
Keep having to do the math in my head. It's 4 o'clock there right now, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, 3:56. So yeah. Oh yeah. 3 hours because y'all finish at 7. Nick, are you switching between the same 2 rods?
No, I'm cycling through about 3 different rods. I have a crankbait, a spinnerbait, and then a finesse rod.
How about you, Chris? Are you sticking with the same thing or are you switching out?
I'm switching depending on what's in front of me. Right now, it's a lot of laydowns with not much current. So finesse right now. As soon as there's a point up ahead that I'll probably start throwing a crankbait at and see what happens.
All right, Adam is back. Let's get him back in here.
Oh my gosh.
How big was that one, Adam?
Just 1875.
1875. Awesome. That's an 8th fish for Baystate, giving it a total of 137 and a quarter. All right.
Should be a fish right there. Nick, I think I've said that about 100 times today.
Yep.
I think it's one of those days where we're not doing anything wrong. We're just not in the right place at the right time, it seems
You
like.
got me, Lisa?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Yeah, 1875. Not my biggest of the day.
Well,
Hey, I'm happy with it. I don't even know how big they get in this river.
It's not uncommon to see a 20, 21.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's about max though.
That'll give me. I catch a 21 smallmouth, you're gonna hear it.
I mean, that's a really good one for the river, but it's not unheard of.
Lisa, I was struggling I couldn't see my phone. Was that photo good? I took about 12 of them.
let me look at it. That was the 1875 one?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a good picture.
Okay.
Let
Yeah, with the glare, I couldn't see the phone at all.
me make sure. Yeah, you can see your identifier and everything, so
Good deal.
good. I mean, I'm not the one judging the fish, but
Yeah.
it looks
I just make sure you could see it. It was dark on my screen.
Yeah, it looks like my last guy finally just got off the water, and that's from 2 hours ago. So he must have been a long way away from the ramp. I'll be on for about 30 more minutes. I'm not sure if anybody else can come on and broadcast before I get off to give you all some more airtime. But if not, we're going to end the day there. Hopefully somebody else can come on.
Who was on this morning?
Robert Brown and Greg were broadcasting this morning. And then I was doing KBBT.
How those matches going?
They're offline now. There wasn't a whole lot of action going on. There were two when I got off. There were two anglers that had 5 fish limits, and they were smaller 5 fish limits. So
Was one Stephen Quillen?
I don't think he was fishing today.
Oh no, he
Okay.
fishes tomorrow. That's right.
Yeah, I know a lot, and that was the thing too. A lot of the guys are fishing tomorrow because they were fishing KFL today. Let me see. We got somebody down here. Mike. Hey, Mike, can you hear us? Let's see if we can. His camera off too. Might not be able to see his phone from the glare either, and not know if he has his camera on. Mike, if you can hear me, your camera is off.
Come on. Oh, shit. God, scare the fuck
Well, we'll
That'll
mute
make
him
you laugh.
until he can figure out his camera. I'll put him backstage.
Well, my motor's completely jacked up now.
Oh yeah, did you hit something?
Yep, completely broke my boat again. Gonna have to take it off and pedal. I didn't get it.
Well, at least you have that option. Could have to paddle. That wouldn't be fun.
No, not at all.
Well, I guess you have current to go against, huh?
We're going downriver.
Hey, Chris, where are all the fish at?
Not here. Wherever Adam is.
Yeah.
Right? Adam's catching all the fish.
Super secret spot.
Adam has 121.5 inches by himself.
What's that?
Adam has 121.5 inches by himself. And his team has 137.25, so looks like he has all but one.
Not a deal.
Literally tying off my motor to the boat so it doesn't go in the drink.
Okay.
It's bad.
It's that bad.
Oh, not good at all.
You don't catch 120 inches on the river without giving something up. So.
Yeah.
River always takes back.
So Nick, your motor, is it in the middle?
Yeah, it's like in the front middle of the kayak.
Kind of like where a drive hole would be?
Yeah, for like a pedal drive, basically around there. It's up a little bit more forward than that.
Huh? Oh, yeah, the bar stool chair.
It's not great.
I think good. Well, it is what it is. We're still gonna fish.
So many beeps. I don't know which one is mine.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. My remote used to be on silent, but somehow it got put back on. I should change that. There you go.
go over the leaderboard again here. I mean, not a lot has changed because the morning matches are over. But anybody that's just tuning in, so our only evening match is Baystate and Pennsylvania. And they're at 137.25 to 82.25. We have our morning matchups. Massachusetts was able to pull it off against Rhode Island. That was an incredible matchup this morning. And then Motor City Ambassadors versus Washington Warhawks. Washington didn't have enough to bring it back and take the win. And then West Virginia and Indianapolis ended up deciding that it was too not ideal conditions to fish in today. So the river was up, or Carolina Casters versus Tar Heel Lunkers. Tar Heel Lunkers won that 166.25 to 95.75. And then the Bandits took the win against Arkansas Hogs 192.25 to 177.25. And they were real close to that 200 mark, but they did not quite make it there. Alabama Hammers in a comeback victory, 180.5 to 159.75. And then Southeast Texas Rough Riders 60.75 and it's 29.5. So Nick, who is y'all sponsors? You can give them a shout out.
Yeah, so we are sponsored by a sports fishing outlet. It's a tackle shop out of Norristown, PA. Chris, Norristown, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then we have Swagger Tungsten, and we have Z Bait Company, soft plastic producer, and then Swagger produces tungsten lures that we use for all of our finesse applications and heavier applications, Texas rig applications. They make really quality tungsten products.
Awesome.
That's Z Baits. I love Z Baits.
Adam, who are y'all sponsors? I know you just joined the team, so if you don't know, that's fine.
Baystate Attack. That's it. My understanding is we're still working on. So.
Okay. Nick and Chris, are y'all fishing pretty close together?
Yeah, we're in the same stretch of river here. Trying to cover different applications, different water clarities. It's like two different rivers on both sides.
Yeah, there's a mud line going straight down the center, but it's not defined enough to try and go target. So it's making for a kind of confusing day.
What was the big fish for the morning?
Big fish.
Anybody catch a giant?
I know there were quite a few 20s caught. I don't know that anybody caught a really big one. Let me look on here. Jim's biggest was 21 inches. I didn't get to watch the morning broadcast, but it looks like Jim's 21 was big bass for the day.
Still a good fish.
Couple 20 and a halves. A lot of 20 and a halves, actually. Crazy now, Nick and Chris, y'all's clouds are starting to clear up, and it looks like Adams are a lot more cloudy. Maybe he's where y'all are at. What depth are y'all fishing, Nick and Chris?
Right now, I'm in 2.6 feet.
I'm probably in about 3 or 4.
What about you, Adam? Obviously pretty shallow.
Yeah, I'm about 2 foot right now.
Yeah. How deep does that river get?
There's some holes, especially on the north branch, but not in the section that we're fishing. But there's some holes here. It doesn't get too deep, like 7, 8, 9 feet. There's some holes up on the north branch though that can get up to like 25 feet deep.
Deepest I saw was 9-foot fish.
Yeah.
It's my kind of fishing. I like shallow fishing. So
Last year, this section, I'm in 3-4 feet right now. It was probably maybe 2.
That was probably dry last year.
Yeah.
Is the water up?
Yeah, the water is substantially up.
I would say that this is high for this time of year. Normally
Okay.
we're a little lower than this.
I was wondering that. And I've never seen it.
now,
There you go, Chris.
Where's your brother? Your mother? Anybody older than you? I've caught 10 fish today, except 3 have been flatheads and the rest have been under 12 inches.
well, at least you're catching, I guess. makes it frustrating though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially, I know the potential of this spot, but I think that's part of the mental game of this, especially when you're the home team.
Right.
Like we all have all this experience on this body of water, but maybe it hurts you sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
Like Adam's fishing blind right now.
Right. You get those set spots and you're like, well, I know there's fish over here. I'm going to go fish this area instead of just looking at it as a whole and picking it apart.
Yeah. Pulled my pants down.
Chris, this is another one of those spots up here that I just say to myself, like, man, there just has to be a fish here.
Dude, this whole stretch of bank I'm fishing.
I know, yeah. Where else would they be?
I don't know. In the water. Somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm sure they're in there somewhere.
Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah, that's the way I felt last week fishing for the qualifier. I mean, the lake I was fishing is amazing. And, it was rising water for the longest time. And I think just because it kind of settled down and started falling again, it moved them. But caught fish, just couldn't find the big ones.
Yeah, we got a slight little, like, I don't know, like a check mark of a rise overnight. So I thought maybe it'd have them chewing, but at least in this section, I don't think the rise really matters.
Yeah.
I think in other sections of the river, that rise is, you got a key on.
Well, you just got to get to those sections then.
I mean,
Problem is they're 50 miles downstream.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. That's not fun. All right, guys, I'm going to let y'all finish out your day. Good luck to everybody. Stay safe.
Have a good one.
Adam, I hope your motor stays on your kayak.
It's tied down now.
Okay. All right. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave. I got to go fishing. I've been waiting all day and it finally cooled down a little bit. So, all
Have
All
a
right,
good
good luck
time.
fishing.
Good luck.
right. Thanks.
Yep.